On day 1, I spawned inside a laboratory as a Mecha Wither. Around me were 6 other mechs, each representing a different mob. Whoa, we're all mechs? Awesome! But just then,
Experiment 8 has gone terribly wrong!
I looked over to see in the room, destroying everything, was a large, deadly Mecha Warden.
You created me to be controlled? I am a warden, and once I kill you all, this world will be mine for the taking.
Oh no! He wasted no time and began to blast his sonic boom all around, taking down anyone who stood in his way, even other mechs. I thought I was done for, but then, before I could get hit, a mysterious man took the hit for me.
It wasn't supposed to be like this, little one. I created you mechs to help the world, not destroy it. Please, stop this!
With another blast, my creator was killed! No! The warden was out of control, and I knew I had to run! On day 2, I ran for my life and managed to escape the overpowered mech. I have to make my creator proud, but how am I supposed to stop a warden? I was then interrupted by a group of pillager scavengers.
Whoa, look at that!
A robot! Bobby, looks like we found ourselves some free loot!
Loot? Without another word, the pillagers hopped in their vehicles and began to drive right towards me. Ah! I tried to use the trees to get away, but the scavengers just drove right through them.
Tommy, now!
In a matter of seconds, the Jeep accelerated and managed to cut me off. Wah! I panicked and managed to shoot out a large, deadly mecha skull right at the Jeep, destroying it. Whoa, I wonder what other powers I have.
You destroyed Barbara!
Don't worry, Tommy. This little guy is gonna pay.
On day 3, I was brought to the scavengers' junkyard outpost. Yeah! Hey, let me out of here!
Let's get out our saw blade and see what this guy's made of, huh?
Oh no, I have to escape. I used my newly found power and managed to blow a hole right through the cage. But after walking forward, I saw that the scavengers had another mecha mob.
This robot creeper here is great for blowing stuff up. Please, let me go.
Oh no, I have to help him. I charged in and blasted my mecha skull right at the pillager, causing him to drop the creeper.
Huh? Who let this stupid piece of scrap out?
Back off before I hit you again.
Oh, you shouldn't be worried about me.
He whistled, and a large figure began to move behind the two of us. Out from the shadows came out a large Ravager dog.
Oh, Maxie! Attack!
The Ravager charged forward and tried to bite at us. Ah! Come on! The creeper followed after me as he kept trying to take us down.
That is definitely not a dog!
We began jumping up piles of rubble, but after a couple of jumps, we had nowhere to go.
Wait a minute! Take this!
On day 4, my newfound friend threw me over a piece of his mecha body, and because of this, something began to happen. I upgraded into a larger Mecha Wither with creeper abilities infused into me. I had 5 more hearts and could blast out TNT explosions whenever I pleased. Whoa. The Ravager dog was about to reach us, but with my new power, I was able to blast at him, which sent him crying away in fear.
Maxie! You stupid coward! Get back here!
With another explosion, the rest of the pillagers left as well.
You saved me!
No, we saved each other. But what just happened to me?
Looks like every time you collect a mecha piece, you get stronger!
If that's the case, I have to find the rest of our mechs. It may be the key to stopping that warden. As I said this, explosions went off in the distance.
That's not good!
No, it's not. Come on, we have to find a place to hide. On day 5, the Mecha Creeper and I found a nice place to call home. I immediately went to work by building up the foundation of my new safe house. I made sure to theme it accordingly to who I was. And after enough work, I had finished. Perfect. I turned over to see that the Mecha Creeper made his own mecha home as well.
Oh, by the way, call me Blast. Nice to meet you.
As we finished building, another deadly explosion rang out from the sky, and from it landed a villager. More mechs! Oh, the horror! More? I went over to the explosions, only to see the Mecha Warden at a desert village, completely tearing everything apart. And with him were other wardens.
Yes, rise, my new arm. Time to show the world who they should bow down to.
Why?
Good. Now keep moving. Our next phase starts now.
Next phase? What is he planning? As I asked this, I was suddenly hit from behind. Gah! Behind me was a group of jungle endermen?
First a Mecha Enderman, and now a Wither? You are nothing but a fake mob! Let's teach them a lesson, boys!
On day 6, the Enderman leader ran up to me and teleported me all the way in the middle of their jungle. I was at their main Enderman outpost and was teleported next to a cliff. Yeah!
Time to destroy this machinery! Nature prevails!
Wait! You said you saw a Mecha Enderman? Look, just tell me where he went and I'll leave. The captain didn't listen and pushed me off. Wah! I was falling to my death, but in my newly upgraded form, I realized I could fly. Whoa!
Huh, maybe you are useful. Come with me.
I followed the tall leader until arriving at a mysterious pedestal.
Recently, a group of tribal men came by and stole our ancestral pearl. It's what keeps our home afloat, and without it, it will fall. Find the pearl, and we'll tell you where your mecha friend went.
Okay, deal. I noticed a mysterious trail leading away from the pedestal and began to follow it. It wasn't long until I arrived at a player base with players running around frantically.
Dude, what is even going on?
I looked over only to see 3 tribal brothers destroying their home. But they could teleport? They must have the pearl. Time to take it back. On day 7, I ran in to confront the tribal brothers. Hey you! You have something that doesn't belong to you.
Zip it, robot!
I charged forward right towards them, but they blasted me back.
Time to teach this little punk a lesson!
The 3 of them performed a strange ability together, which completely transformed the landscape around us. I was now in the middle of a very deadly parkour, which led to a dangerous pit of lava below.
Good luck with this!
They began to shoot out deadly elemental powers at me, trying to make me fall. I tried my best to fly out of the area, but with one lightning zap, my flight was disabled. Oh no! Just as I thought all hope was lost, a mysterious figure teleported in. The Mecha Enderman. There you are.
Leave him alone!
He began to hit the tribal men, which caused them to stop attacking me. And with his teleportation powers, I was teleported off. Whoa, this guy is amazing. He was trying his best to counter the tribal men, but with all 3 of them combined, he was beginning to lose.
Please help!
On day 8, I ran in and saw from the battle one of the Enderman's parts had fallen off. I quickly picked it up, which caused me to transform once again. I now had 15 hearts, grew larger in size, and can now teleport to short distances. Oh yeah! With my newly found strength, I went in and used my new teleportation powers to outsmart the tribal brothers.
Why can everyone teleport now?
They tried their best, but with a large TNT blast, I caused the main brother to drop the pearl.
The jig is up! Each brother for themselves!
Whoa, did you just...
Become stronger and gain your ability? Yeah, I did. I quickly told the Enderman my plan to stop the Mecha Warden, and he was more than willing to join me. Awesome. With that, the two of us collected the pearl and made it back to the jungle Enderman.
Whoa, you actually did it! And you found your robot friend.
Yeah, here's your pearl. Hopefully, this proves to you that us mechs aren't useless. Our creator believed we can make a positive impact on this world, and we plan on making him proud. On days 9 to 10, I brought the Mecha Enderman back to my base. I quickly got to work by building him a safe place to stay in. I made sure that it was nice and cozy. Hey, thanks for joining the team and for the help back there.
Glad I can help.
I then wandered over and saw that the Mecha Creeper was working on something in his house. What are you doing?
Hey, no peeking. I've got a little surprise I've been cooking up to help us out.
It's not gonna blow up the base, right?
What? Nah.
All right, then I'll let you get to it then. But as I started to walk away, an arrow flew down right in front of me. Ah! What the? What's going on?
Useless, worthless.
I went to go see what was happening outside of my base when I came across the Mecha Skeleton. He was out in the open, killing his kind?
Worthless, inferior bow wielders. I need skeletons who can fight.
The mech then started to pick up the bones and pieces of all the skeletons he killed.
This will have to do.
Another one of us mechs are bad? That's not good. I need to stop him. On days 11 to 12, I followed the skeleton as he led me straight to a mech factory. The mecha skeleton was throwing the skeleton's parts onto a conveyor belt and turning them into his own army. I need to break that machine, but I don't have enough firepower. I then heard a small cry in the rubble next to me. Hello?
Please don't turn my bones into metal.
Hey, I'm not, okay? I'm not with them. Look, I want to stop that skeleton.
Okay. Wait, you're the Mecha Wither. Do you know the engineer?
Huh? Who's the engineer?
Oh, he's super smart and super nice. He'll help us both. I want that mech to pay for what he did to my family.
Lead the way. I went with the baby skeleton as he led me to an abandoned sewer entrance. Scattered all around were discarded machines. And in the sewers, we heard an explosion?
Wow, you stupid machine! You broke yourself again!
Coming out of it was a goblin? This is the super smart guy you were talking about?
Hey, watch it, Wither. I'll have you know I have like 5 PhDs.
Oh, wow. He's super nice too.
Mr. Engineer, we're here because we need your help to take down the Mecha Skeleton. He's using my people's parts for a mecha army.
Golly, that's not good. Look, I want to help you, kid. My machine just broke. There's nothing I can do until it's fixed.
Well, let me take a look at it. Maybe I can help. On days 13 to 14, the goblin led me deep into the sewer line until we walked onto a large cavern with a giant destroyed machine. Whoa.
You see, this baby boy could make you something to take down that whole factory if you wanted. I just need to get up there and place his power core back in its place.
Sounds easy enough. I grabbed the core and flew up to the top and placed it down. With that, the machine instantly began to power on again. Sweet. Hey, what's this machine make anyways?
Oh, just some highly explosive bombs.
It what? The machine then began to malfunction and shoot the bombs everywhere. Yeah!
Oh, shoot! There's still a kink in the system. Hold on.
Hold on! One of the bombs exploded into me, throwing me back. Yeah! I had to keep dodging around as more and more of them kept getting shot all around me. But when I would dodge too close, massive blades sliced down from them as well, trying to cut me in half. Anytime now!
I got it. Just go flip that switch over there.
I looked over, and in the middle was a single lever. Here goes nothing. I flew in close, dodging bombs and trying to avoid the blades. But one came straight for me. Ah! I blew it up with my Wither Skull, giving me enough time to flip the switch. Thankfully, this rebooted the machine, causing it to calm down. Oh, Thank goodness.
You blew up my saw blades!
And you nearly killed me.
Fair enough. Here you go, pal. This should be enough firepower to blast that factory. Back to the Stone Age!
On days 15 to 16, the goblin and baby skeleton stayed behind. As I made my way back to the factory, I began to sneak around as patrols of mecha skeletons roamed about.
Must destroy rubble!
No, you idiot! Destroy humans!
Oh, yeah, right.
I gotta put a stop to this. I looked up to where I saw the main power source of the factory. I bet if I destroy that, I stop whatever that skeleton is planning. I just gotta get closer. I made my way towards the center of the factory, dodging more of the mechs until I saw the mecha skeleton coming my way. Oh no, better hide.
My creations will never be enough for the Mecha Warden. I need to cause as much havoc on the surface as I can. I will make him proud.
Wait, he's working for the Mecha Warden? This is even worse than I thought. But as I said this, I heard a small voice behind me.
Intruder! Must report to the general!
The mech then ran off deeper into the factory. Hey, get back here! Thankfully, I was much faster and caught up to him in another room. Look, just stop. I don't want to hurt you. But in my rush, I didn't notice where he led me until it was too late.
I knew you'd come eventually. Wither.
The skeleton mech called over his army to surround me inside of the factory. I'm guessing we can't talk this out. Nope. I threw out the goblin's bombs. That exploded the factory's main power source.
What have you done? Kill him!
As his army rushed in, though, the baby skeleton came out of nowhere and stood in front of me. No!
Guys, stop! Look, it's me!
Scanners indicate threat, but don't want to hurt friend!
You don't have to listen to him. You can fight back.
Redirecting command protocol.
Shut up! New threat detected!
In an instant, all of them started to shoot out at the mecha skeleton with their laser eyes.
What? No! Stop!
The mech then tried to swing down his hammer at one of them. So I flew in the way and took the hit. Yeah! Hurry, get all of them out of here.
But what about you?
I still have to deal with him. The small skeletons all ran away as our fight began. His powerful hammer would shake the entire ground and knock me back with each hit. I was trying to blast him with everything I had, but his armor and shield would just block my attacks. No! He was about to slam into me again, but I looked up and saw a part of the factory weakened from the explosions. Here goes nothing.
A feeble attempt at best!
Well, that wasn't part of my actual plan. I just needed you to get closer to the lava.
What?
Before he could react, I hit the skeleton backwards, forcing him to fall into the lava below. Yeah! As I did this, his hammer floated to the top. I flew down and grabbed it, which caused me to begin to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts and could now summon the skeleton's mecha hammer at will. Awesome!
Is the monster gone?
Yeah, he is. Now, come on. It's time I show you your new home. On days 19 to 21, I led all the skeletons back to my base. I built them a nice skeletal home for them all to stay in.
What is our purpose now?
Well, now you guys can do whatever you want.
Let's go eat. Wait, do you guys still, eat things?
With the skeletons all settled in, it seemed like a good time to build up some more defenses as well. I took the time to make sure my base was nice and secure with mechanical walls and even some gates. I have way too many people here I need to protect. Just then, someone called out to me.
Hi! Hi, Falzo! I finished it! Come over here!
I ran over to Blast's house to see that he had built up a high-tech computer. Whoa, what's all this for?
I programmed this computer to help us track down the other mechas. Now let us know anytime one of them is active.
The computer beeped and showed us the Mecha Blaze. He's in the Nether. Awesome. Then I know just where I'm heading next.
Whoa. Slow down. Only the Mecha Blaze can actually survive in the Nether. All of us other other mechas weren't made to withstand that much heat. Their body would burn up in there.
Well, there has to be some way for us to go.
I mean, the scientists had to have some kind of material back in the old lab that made blaze fire resistant. You can go scope the place out while I make you a nether portal.
On days 22 to 26, I journeyed all the way back to the destroyed lab where I was created. This place looks even worse than before. I went up to the doors and used my new mecha hammer to blast open the rubble. Once inside, I looked around until finding myself in the potion lab. Night vision? No. Water resistance? Close. But aha! Fire resistance oil. Perfect. I grabbed the bottle just as I heard a noise nearby. Huh? I went over where I saw a massive skulk tunnel leading deep underground. The Mecha Warden. I slowly snuck down the tunnel until the path opened into a massive cavern of an ancient city.
My fellow Wardens, we are the most powerful mob in the world, but we are few in number. Together, we will show why we should be in charge. Soon enough, we won't be limited to just these caves.
Warden shrieks rang out into the air as the army of wardens agreed to join the mecha. They should be in charge? No, he's wrong. As I said this, I accidentally backed into a skulk sensor.
What was that?
Uh-oh! One of the nearby wardens shot out a sonic boom that struck the cave ceiling above me. Ah! I barely flew out of the way before the rubble came crashing down. That was close. On days 27 to 29, I made it safely back to base, where my friends had built up a cool nether portal.
You got the goods?
Yep, right here. I used the oil to cover my body, making me resistant to fire. Oh, sweet. Here goes nothing. I flew into the portal, and once in the nether, I spawned right next to a nether fortress. Its winding hallways were all around me, like a maze. All right, where to go first? But suddenly, I heard the sounds of battle nearby.
Stay back, you pile of bones!
What the? I ran towards the noise, only to see that the Mecha Blaze had been cornered by Wither skeletons.
Take this!
The Blaze tried to shoot out a fire charge at them, but only a little flame came out. They continued their charge, and we're going to tear them apart. No! I flew in and shot out my Wither Skull, pushing them all back. Stop! Because of my words, the Wither skeletons actually listened and backed away. Whoa, I have command over Wither skeletons?
Oh, thank goodness you're here, Wither! I came to escape the fate of the overworld, but found only worse things here.
What do you mean? The Blaze led me to an overlook, and there, in the distance, was a large magma golem.
Just before those Wither skeletons attacked me, I was set upon by that monstrosity. It took my mecha shields and left me nearly defenseless.
Oh no. Well, why don't I make you a deal? If I can get back your shields, will you return to the overworld with me and fight back against the wardens?
I'll do anything if I get my power back.
On days 30 to 32, I made my way towards the magma golem and flew over a long bridge that was almost crumbling under its own weight. This area must be really fragile. I need to be careful. As I finally got close, I noticed that the golem looked powered off, and behind him was the Blaze's mecha shield. He's asleep. This should be easy. But as I flew over, the golem activated.
Intruder!
Not good! The golem jumped into action, trying to crush me with his bare fists every chance he got. I fired back with my mechanized weapons, but he was just far too strong. He slammed onto the ground again with his fists. And because of this, the ground started to break apart. That's right. I could use my surroundings to my advantage. I began to shoot my Wither Skulls at the floor below him, causing more and more of the pieces to fall apart. But then, the golem shot out a glob of molten rock. That knocked me to the ground. Yeah! Hey, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Look, I just need...
You die!
The golem was about to end me with one final slam, but we both heard the ground crack. Huh? I looked behind him to see that the Wither skeletons from before had come to help. They broke some of the blocks on the platform, which caused the entire floor to fall into the lava below. All right, that might not kill him, but it'll give us enough time to grab what we came for, the shield. On days 33 to 35, I grabbed the Mecha Blaze's shield, which caused me to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts, and blaze rods appeared floating around my body. Whoa! This allowed me to spew out flame attacks, just like the blaze. Sick! The Wither skeletons then all came marching up to me. Hey guys, I would have been a goner without your help. Okay then, let's get going. I went back to the fortress to meet up with the Mecha Blaze.
Look at you! You got my shield back! But, you got any parts to spare?
Of course, I wasn't gonna leave you out of this. I shared the Mecha part with the Blaze, allowing him to upgrade back to his normal self as well.
Woohoo! I feel as good as new! Thank you, Wither. I will gladly join your fight against the Wardens.
Yes, we're gonna need your help. I still don't get why he hated them so much.
Right? He acted like he always knew something we didn't.
Yeah, well, we'll deal with that later. Let's get you someplace safe. On days 36 to 39, I made it back through the portal with the Mecha Blaze and my new Wither skeleton army. I made an amazing fortress in the base, so he wouldn't miss his true home. I'm sorry the Nether wasn't all that you wanted it to be.
I'm just glad I'm here now.
Just then, I heard the computer in the base ring out.
Hey, Fozo, we got something, and it's acting weird.
What do you mean? I ran into the creeper's home to see the screen showing the Mecha Spider, but the video just kept glitching out.
Looks like there's some sort of interference.
Oh no! The Mecha Spider is stuck in the Lost Woods! That place is a maze, and it messes with any sort of creature that wanders in there.
Well then, I'd better go get him out. But as I said this, the computer in our base was hacked. Appearing on the screen was the Mecha Warden. What are you doing here?
I want to show you who our creators really were.
On days 40 to 44, the screen suddenly changed to a view of the old lab before it was destroyed. What's going on?
As a warden, I have the world's best hearing, which means I can hear conversations, even through walls.
Ooh, the Mecha Warden, the strongest mecha mob man can create. I can't wait to make him do whatever we want.
When I found out what I was made for them, I broke out and now want to show the world why I am superior. Join me. Let's take control of the world together.
Never! What you're doing, it's wrong!
So be it.
Then the screen started to glitch out and started to go crazy. We all ran out as the computer exploded. That was close. He's gonna destroy the world just because of those 2 evil scientists. I need to stop him. We need that spider mech. I went out and made my way to the edge of the Lost Woods, where a creeping fog rolled in. I don't like this. Just then, the Mecha Spider came rushing by, pushing me out of his way.
I'm gonna get out of here! I'm going crazy!
Wait, what? Wait! On days 45 to 47, I chased after the spider mech as he used his spider-like agility to jump around between the trees. Hey, get back here! He was clearly going crazy from being stuck here and wasn't listening to me. I shot out my flamethrower at a tree ahead, causing it to fall and block his path.
Ah, what are you trying to do? Take another leg?
Huh? I looked over and now noticed that he was missing some of his parts. Whoa, what happened?
The crazy forest spirits here were taking me apart, and they aren't gonna stop. I need to get out of here.
Whoa, hold on. Why would they do that? Just as I said this, a little plant wandered in between us. What the?
That's one of them, the forest spirit.
The plant quickly began to scutter away deeper into the foggy forest. Get him! The spider and I both ran after the plant. The spider uses mechanical webs to sling over and cut him off in the clearing.
Give me back my parts!
No, wait.
I looked up and saw that even more plant creatures were surrounding a massive talking tree stump. Laying there next to him was a pile of the mechanical spider's scraps. Bingo. What are you saying?
My spirits, they were only trying to help. I am the father of this forest. If I die, so do they, and the whole lost woods.
Well, good riddance.
Hey, stop that. Look, I'm sorry, but we need those parts for... Hey!
They think that your parts will save me. They won't give them up unless you find another way to fully revive me.
Look, if you help me get my parts back, I'll help you with whatever you want.
Okay, what do I have to do to save you?
There is a special apple in the heart of the woods. Go there and retrieve it, and the parts will be yours.
Okay, I'm on it. I headed out in search of the sacred apple in the Lost Woods. The further and further I got, my vision became more and more blurred. I need to stay focused. I can't get lost in here. But no matter how hard I tried, the woods were like a maze, and I just started to panic. Okay, seriously, this is getting creepy now. But as I said this, something metal poked me. Yeah! Hey! I looked down to see an unlit brazier. You should be useful. I shot my flamethrower at it, which caused it to light up. The light pushed back the fog and revealed another one. Looks like I found the path. I continued to travel the forest, lighting up the braziers as I went until I could hear the sounds of something up ahead. Please, just be a tree, not some crazy monster. I walked out and found a tall waterfall that had the sacred apple tree at its peak. Yes! On days 53 to 56, I began to fly up to the top of the waterfall when the fog crept in again. It's like it's trying to stop me from getting the apple. Hey, I'm trying to save your precious tree stump guy. I couldn't see, causing me to crash into a rocky platform. Yeah! My heads. I looked up to see some rocky platforms scaled up the cliff to the top of the waterfall. Each one had its own unlit brazier. I guess there's only one way to do this. I lit up the first platform with my fire, pushing back the fog. All right, just gotta get that stupid apple. I kept flying between platforms, lighting them up as I went, until finally making it to the top. Thank goodness. Time to take my prize. But as I went for the apple, a bee flew in front of me. Whoa!
And what do you think you're doing, robot?
I just need one honey-covered apple, please. It's for a friend.
Ha! That's what they all say.
The bee then got angry and called over its entire hive. They swarmed in and began to sting me rapidly. Wait, this actually hurts? Yeah! How are you doing that?
Go away!
With the one final sting, the bees pushed me off of the waterfall. I was falling straight towards the ground when a mechanical web grabbed me. I looked over to see that the mecha spider had saved me. Wow, thanks.
Oh, don't mention it. Now, as for you...
Spider!
The bees all flew away in a panic, leaving the apple for the taking. Nice. Let's get back to the plants. On days 57 to 59, the mecha spider and I were on our way back to the large stump when one of the plants came running up and jumping around wildly. What is it?
Oh no, the stump is close to dying. We need to hurry.
Wait, you can understand them?
It's my language model. Forget it. Come on.
We ran into the opening to see the stump had shrunken down and was about to wither away.
Please, bring the apple here. Hurry.
I ran up and threw the apple to him, which he devoured quickly. The stump then grew into a large tree man.
You know what they say? An apple a day keeps the rot away. Please, my sincerest thanks to you both. You may take back the mecha parts.
Yes! The spider went up and grabbed his parts, allowing him to become complete again.
And I didn't forget about you.
He threw me over some of his mechanical webs, And with it, I began to upgrade once again. I gained 5 more hearts and now had the ability to shoot out my very own mechanical webs. Sweet. Now, you and I have another problem to talk about. On days 60 to 63, I made it back to base with the Mecha Spider. I went to work and built him up a nice mechanical web home to live in. I bet this place is much better than those Lost Woods, huh?
You don't know the half of it. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Now, come on. You should meet with the others. We went and met up with the other mechs and caught the spider up on what the Mecha Warden told us. And that's why he wants to destroy the world.
That's horrible! And I thought I was the crazy one.
Right? Well, either way, we need to stop the Wardens. He thinks all humans are like that, and we can't let him wipe them all out. As I said this, we heard a loud explosion nearby.
Did not, in fact, last long.
Somebody save us!
Oh no, what's going on? I ran towards the streams to see that a giant mecha zombie was terrorizing a city. All the humans were running in fear as the mech stomped around, eating everyone he could get his hands on.
Human food! Blood!
On days 64 to 68, I watched as the zombie grew larger with every kill. Well, that explains why he's grown so big. He's eating the people. I have to stop this. I flew in and used my new mechanical webs to pull myself close to the zombie. Stop this! He didn't listen though and spun around, knocking me to the ground. Yeah!
No! Mecha eat human!
The zombie continued his rampage and just was ignoring me because I wasn't food. Come on, I can't beat him like this. He's just too strong.
Hello there.
Ah! Who are you?
I am Household Robot 003, a personal service robot. You look to be distressed. May I suggest a massage?
What? No, I don't need a massage. Like, I need a way to take down that zombie.
Your wish is my command. Calculating. Answer for way to take down that zombie. Follow me.
The robot began to zoom away from me. Hey, wait up. I chased the small robot out to the edge of the city where a large power plant was. What are we supposed to do with this?
On my calculations, if you lure the zombie here and overload it with electricity, it will have no choice but to reboot and return to its normal size. But you must first redirect the 2 major power cords before the plant is fully functional again.
And where would I do that?
Robot scheme.
Of course, it's not that easy. On days 69 to 73, I began to fly around the city until I found the first power core covered in rubble. I used my mecha hammer to break it down so that the core's energy could flow to the power plant. Sweet, just one more to go. But as I said this, I heard screams coming from a nearby house.
Help me! I'm too pretty and cute to die!
I flew over and saw the villager in the window of a wooden house. Where's the door?
I'm blocked in! You have to break me out!
Okay, calm down and just stay back. Now, I blasted the wall with my flamethrower, burning away all the wood and making a hole for him to climb out of.
Oh, thank you, Wither! Maybe you mechs aren't so bad after all.
Suddenly, the massive mecha zombie came stomping around the corner and saw us.
Never mind!
It's okay, just stand behind me or just ignore me.
Forget this!
But the zombie was dead set on his next meal and began to charge after him. No! On days 74 to 77, I tried to blast the zombie with everything I had to slow him down, but he just pushed through it and hit me to the side. Yeah! He was getting closer and closer to the villager, so I shut out my mechanical web and pulled. Ah! This stopped the zombie in its tracks and allowed the villager to escape.
Wither! Food!
Oh no! Whoa! I began to fly throughout the city as the zombie chased after me. I was dodging around as much as I could, but he quickly caught up. No! I blasted him directly in the face with my Wither Skulls, which gave me enough time to duck into an alleyway.
Where's Tiny Wither?
Okay, that was close. I need to get that power plant up and running fast. I flew through the alleyways until finding the last power cord. After blasting it with my TNT explosion, I was able to get the power plant up and running again.
He did it! Commence celebratory dance!
All right, now just lead my little friend over. On day 78 to 80, I flew up into the air to grab the giant zombie's attention. Hey, you! Come and get me! The zombie began to chase me again as he tore throughout entire buildings just to catch up. Whoa! I looked over and saw the robot frantically trying to get my attention.
Here! Over here, Wither!
I'm trying! The zombie then hit me forward, sending me flying towards the power plant. Gah!
The zombie must touch that pipe. Then we need an explosive capable of 100 tons of TNT to discharge the electricity into the target.
Wait, how much TNT? The zombie rushed in again, slamming the ground as I dodged out of the way. Okay, let's hope my creeper ability is enough. Hey, you gotta try harder than that.
Me eat you!
I shouldn't have said that. The zombie's rampage continued as he chased me into the power plant. I barely dodged his next swing as I flew right under the power cord.
Now!
On days 81 to 85, with all my remaining strength, I blasted the cord, causing it to explode. The discharge of electricity shot out directly into the massive mech. With that, the zombie's form began to shrink, and it was forced to restart. He then barfed out a piece of his mechanized flesh. Ew.
By my calculations, that piece of flesh is filled with mechanical power.
Really? I have to touch that? All right. I flew down and grabbed the mech piece, causing me to upgrade one final time. I now had 35 hearts and grew immensely in size and strength. In my final upgraded form, I was now the most powerful mechanized mob in the world. Yes! We did it!
Permission to commence celebratory dance?
Not right now. I need to get this guy back home, so we can't have another rampage.
And I'll start to repair the city.
Yeah, sorry about that. On days 86 to 90, I was making my way back to base with the mecha zombie when suddenly the ground began to shake all around us. What's going on? The ground cracked below as we fell down into a sinkhole. Ah! I looked around to see that we had fallen into the Warden's ancient city, and the ruined portal was now covered in technology and was activated.
Yes, yes, it's working! Go, my army, and destroy the humans!
The army of Wardens turned to march out of the ancient city. I tried to run and hide, but I triggered a skulk sensor.
The Mecha Wither. Perfect timing.
You can't do this. This isn't right.
Don't try and plead for your life now. You had your chance to join me. Destroy them!
The Wardens began to charge forward to attack us. We gotta get out of here. I began to run, but the mecha zombie charged towards the army.
Wither, go! Zombie, fight!
No! I didn't want to leave him, but I knew we couldn't take on the Wardens alone. He rushed in and bought me enough time for me to make it up to the surface. No, I need to get the others. We have to stop him. On days 91 to 94, I flew back to base in a hurry. But when I arrived, I looked at everyone and knew I had to make sure no one could attack this place. I quickly went up and built some high-tech turrets along our base's walls, just in case the Wardens attacked. Nothing getting here on my watch. Then I gathered all the mechs and told them about the zombie's sacrifice.
What are we gonna do, Fozo? He's still too powerful.
And now he has even more wardens by his side.
It's all right, everyone. If we work together, we can push them back and make sure the Mecha Warden doesn't get anywhere close to the surface.
But, Fojo, we would be crazy if we went into battle without a plan.
I think I have one all right. Just trust me. On days 95 to 99, I flew back to the sinkhole to see that the Warden army had already made it to the surface.
You ran away just to come back? The zombie mech is torn to scraps. So you think you can face us alone?
No, I'm not alone. I have them. Coming out onto the battlefield were the other mechs with an army of wither skeletons.
Time to put you in your place, Warden!
You will all be a good warm-up for my army. Kill them all!
Both sides charged in as a massive battle took place around the sinkhole. Withers were taking out wardens left and right under my command, but their numbers began to overwhelm us.
Hello, and goodbye.
The other mecha mobs were fighting with all they had as Blast took out loads of wardens with his explosions.
Woohoo! I've been waiting for a chance to really let loose.
I then looked over, only to see the Mecha Warden appear behind the spider.
I'll deal with you first.
No! Before the Warden could get an attack off, I flew in and pushed us both down into the sinkhole.
Oh!
On day 100, the Mecha Warden and I fell all the way back into the ancient city. We crashed down in the center, finally face to face.
You idiots really have a thing for sacrificing yourself.
This ends here and now.
I agree. Come here!
The Mecha Warden instantly summoned a mass of skulk tendrils underneath me, trying to pull me into the ground. He rushed in, and with his overpowering strength, he was by far the most powerful opponent I had ever faced. I used every ability I'd gained along the way, shooting at him constantly with my flamethrower and TNT blasts. But he powered through them all and charged closer to me. He slammed me back with his massive fists. Yeah!
I am the superior creation! Can't you see that? Nothing and no one can stop me! Not even you!
I won't let you do this! With all of my strength, I rushed forward and hit him with my mecha hammer. He flew backwards and right into the ancient portal, destroying it.
No! No!
In his rage, he shot out a powerful sonic boom that I barely managed to dodge before hitting him one final time, defeating him! With that, the Mecha Warden was gone, and the entire world can finally live in peace.